All right, Sistas fans, now in the upcoming episode, tomorrow, if I'm not mistaken, we have Robin confiding in Andi that he may be losing his power within the company very soon, most likely due to the contracts and deals he signed with Gary. And, you know, Andi's kind of dragging her feet on revealing what she knows about the plan, which is pretty selfish considering how this man put up $1.5 million to get your friend out of jail. But some people are speculating. I did a video on this a while ago, though, talking about how I wonder if Gary will give her the law firm. But some people are thinking that Andi could be playing Gary in order to take the law firm for herself. Me personally, it would feel like oh yeah, I'm going to make a deep cut reference here. This will feel as random as, what's his name, Hans in Frozen being the bad guy. I have not watched or thought about that movie in years. But yeah, if you watch Frozen, what's his name, Hans, the guy who wanted to be with Anna, but then it turned out it was just a scheme at the very end. It's like they pulled the wool from out over our eyes. That's how it would feel with Andi randomly being this mastermind. I got the law firm. No, I don't think that's the case. Here's why. Gary told Hayden that he already knows some potential buyers who want to take the law firm once Robin has been kicked out of power. So right there, it tells me that Gary himself doesn't plan on buying the law firm. Andi doesn't have the cash to take it because guess what? She already put up, you know, the money she had, or, you know, 1.5 million to get Sabrina out of jail. So it's not like she'll magically have the funds to take over the law firm by buying it. I'm thinking that if Gary doesn't have another person already in mind to take it, you know, buy it, which he said he already does, this could be an idiotic, huge gesture on his part to buy the law firm or buy a position in power and then give it to Andi. Here's why. Back in season 1, you know, at the very end, you know, Jasmine warned her about, you know, how he wants to isolate you, take you away from your career, your friends, your family. You'll be a stay-at-home mom and he has full control over everything. And that's Andi's biggest thing. Like at the end of season 2, when, you know, he first proposed and whatnot, she was like, look, only on the condition, like, I'm not giving up my job. I'm not being a stay-at-home mom. I'm not trying to rush to have kids and this and that. And he agreed. I feel like the best way to showcase that he actually gives a damn about Andi and her career would be to give her the law firm. But at the same time, he'll still be in control because he'll be in a position where he's the one who bought the law firm. He did this. He did that. So in a way, it's kind of like she'll be playing house or playing, you know, pretend like, hey, I own my own law firm, but then Gary controls everything. He'll be pulling the strings somehow. It's kind of like the penthouse. Yes, it's in her name and everything, but he can see from his office with a telescope. And I feel like with the law firm, the same thing could possibly apply where he will give her the law firm, but it's not exactly, you know, what she thinks it is. I think what Andi needs, you know what, believe it or not, I want her to take control of the law firm. But I want her to reflect on how she got to that point. I think what Sistas needs, and remember, I said this many times before, I really want this show to start having these characters face the consequences and feel the weight of the decisions they made. Morris in season 1, you probably don't remember Morris, but season 1, he let Andi know, look, you think you're smart, you think you're capable, you think you're this, you think you're that, but you only got as far as you did because of how you look. This is a man's world. All these male, you know, attorneys and judges, because you show cleavage and all this stuff, that's how you win cases, is not because you're capable. And there have been times where, yes indeed, Andi has proven she is capable as an attorney. But that gets heavily overshadowed by the fans because of how she presents herself when it comes to all things Gary. But she is a capable attorney. Now, on the flip side, she is a woman in a male-dominated field. Not to mention one of the only black women. Well, if I'm not mistaken, she is the only black female attorney at the law firm. This was well established in season 1. And, you know, she had only been working there not that long, a year or so, I think, by episode 1, because Bellamy always made a point to let her know, I took a chance on you, so don't let me down, don't disappoint me, don't make me look bad. And yet now she's like a partner or something. She basically took Bellamy's job once he got the boot. So I'm thinking we're at a point where Andi takes over the law firm, but in the midst of it, she realizes that it's not how she wanted to get it. It's like, and look, don't come at me. It's like a rigged election where you won, but you actually give a damn that I didn't get it fair and square. Andi and her journey to get to this position really isn't all that good when you really think about it. If Gary does end up giving her the law firm and she actually has a conscience, she'll be like, this isn't it. Robin got the boot. I slept my way into getting this. I messed around with a married man. Is this how I really want to achieve this power and position? Is this really how I wanted to make it to the top of the ladder? Will I actually be taken seriously? Remember, she got a reputation, which, again, I'm still wondering how the hell Robin didn't even know about it. Not her with Paris, per se, but just in general, her reputation around the office. Because remember, Jasmine pretty much put up billboards and shit around Atlanta. But I just really hope that if Andi does get control of the law firm, we actually have her in a position where I don't want it. And look, as someone who just binged the Best Man final chapters last night, and Jordan walked away from like her position at the head of MSNBC, there's a difference between that and how Andi got to the top. Jordan worked her ass off. And she walked away because she didn't want it anymore. Because it got to the point where there was zero self-care. She was working herself half to death. Always dealing with being called a sellout and whatnot. And she's alone. Yes, she has friends and whatnot, but when she gets home, there's no one there waiting for her. Now, in the situation with Andi, at first she was working hard, but now it's like she's just sleeping her way to the top. Is that really how she wants to achieve that goal? So, in my mind, I don't think she's playing Gary to the point of getting the law firm. Hayden did warn her that, look, you know, she might be playing you, right? But I think that's more in line of her getting to a position of, hey, I'm trying to figure out what you're planning based on the paperwork I found in your coat. And she's going to use that to help Robin. But yeah, in terms of her actually trying to usurp the law firm, I don't think so. That's just my opinion. But what do you think? Let me know your thoughts in the comment section below. Like and subscribe, and I'll catch you in the next one.